Good evening and welcome to the D and Chi Show. I'm your host D,
I'm Chi.
and we are here to entertain you. Our first show ever, man. How you feeling?
Dude, it's kind of exciting,
Yeah,
man. To be honest,
I'm pretty
I'm
stoked.
yeah, dude. I'm kind of excited just to do this, man.
Yeah. So I guess
It'd be great.
we'll give a little rundown of who we are and then do our interviews with each other, just so our fan base, our listeners, can know who we are, what we're about, where we come from, things like that, and then kind of a little overview of our show. Basically, it's just talk radio, except funnier than Howard Stern. So don't listen to that guy. Listen to us because we're
Fuck
way
that
cooler.
dude.
Yeah, fuck that guy. If you're listening to Howard Stern, fuck you. We're cooler. Fight me. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
yeah. D and Chi or nothing.
yeah, yeah. But yeah. So I guess if you want, we can go over our questions, our interview questions. We can do it where I'll ask you 20 questions, you answer them, and then you can ask me, and then we can wrap it, and then go from there. If
Oh,
that's
bro. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's great. Let's get started.
cool, cool. Let's dive right in. Gun ho. So my first question was, what was your favorite childhood memory?
Childhood memory. I think. So I'm from the island. I'm from Hawaii, and one of my favorite childhood memories is obviously going to be the beach, right?
Yeah.
But we used to go camping. Excuse me. We used to go camping at Bellows Beach, which has a lot of history behind it during the Pearl Harbor
Okay.
attacks. So yeah, it was that was one of my fondest memories was camping over there, going to the beach there. So yeah.
So it's like a family outing thing. You guys
It
all get
is,
together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Dragging coolers on the
absolutely.
hot sand and all that shit.
Yeah, a bunch of Korean kids running all over the goddamn place. Yeah, absolutely.
I grew up at the beach and I hated it as a kid. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
So honestly, straight up,
Like my
my whole
girlfriend
life,
loves the beach, wants to go every year, all the time. Let's move to the beach. I'm like,
my
I hate it.
my wife too. Yeah, yeah. I'm from Hawaii and
Yeah.
I hate the beach. Like truly hate the beach. And it's funny. Everyone's like, "Oh, you don't like you're from Hawaii." What? Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just not sorry. You know,
Yeah, not if you live there. It's a different story.
it is absolutely. I totally agree.
um, all right, so moving on to the second question. How did you meet your spouse or a significant other?
We we actually met through a mutual friend,
Okay.
and yeah, it was a we met through a friend, and he actually was her ex.
Ooh.
So
So are you guys still
um
friends?
no,
Of course not.
no,
Why would you be?
no.
So that didn't
So
pan out well.
it did not, unfortunately.
Well, good on you.
We
Kudos to you.
I tried to say, hey, how's it going?
Oh yeah.
And
Try to be the better man.
start the road to bury the hatchet, and it's yeah, not gonna happen.
But at least you
But
put forth the effort, right? Like you try to be
kinda,
civil about it. I get it.
kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so we actually this is when I was living in Killeen,
Oh, okay.
Texas.
Yeah, I know. I
Um,
know it well.
horrible
Yeah.
place. Yeah,
Absolutely.
the devil's anus is
Yeah,
Killeen, Texas.
that's good.
Yay!
Good description. Right on.
Yeah, checkpoint for Brian. So yeah, I was living there, and totally forgot what we were fucking talking about. What were we talking about
How'd you
again?
meet your old lady?
That's right. That's right.
Colleen.
That's right. Sorry. Yeah, Colleen. Duh. So,
Smoke another one, bro.
uh, duh. So, so I lived in Killeen with my wife at that time, and uh, we were playing Xbox together and we were playing Xbox Live and so on and so forth. And he told me he was living in San Antonio and I was living in Killeen. And I knew that he kind of made it kind of clear that he didn't really have a whole lot of friends in the area. And so I was like, well, fuck, man, I'll drive down to Killeen, from Killeen, and come hang out.
Why not?
So, right. So once I did that, he wanted to invite Kimberly, which is his ex-girlfriend. Kimberly, they were both living in Virginia, and that's when they broke up. And so Kimberly's family was moving back to San Antonio, and so Kimberly went back as well, and told the dude, like, hey, don't, if you're saying that you're gonna move to San Antonio, like, don't move because you think that we're gonna get back together, because it's not gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah. But he ended up moving back anyway, or moving to San Antonio anyway. So there's that little backstory. But yeah, so he invited her to come over one night, and we got lunch or something like that, if I remember correctly. We got lunch or got a coffee at the River Center Mall over here in San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah.
And we sat down, and I guess we kind of all wanted to hang out further that night, and so we all went to a club. It's a club called the Pegasus Club, which is like it's a gay bar.
Yeah, obviously with a name like that.
It's fun.
Yeah, I love going to gay bars, and when I'm not a bar person, but when we go, it's definitely the gay bar.
At the time, I was very what's the word I'm looking for? Egotistical. Well, I'm still egotistical now, but yeah, I was younger, and so I didn't have the smarts like I do now. But anyway, we go to this bar, and we have a drink together. It's her friends and me and the ex and all that. Night goes on, and she's continuously making me laugh. And so we're about to go out to get food, and so she's making me laugh, and I grab the straws out of my cup and throw them out. And she's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I told her, "Well, I don't want to get anyone excited that I'm putting my mouth around a straw, you know." and so like karma, I think, is karma the bitch. You know that, right?
Yeah,
it exists.
Yeah. 100%.
So as we were walking out of the bar, she made me laugh again, and I was drinking my drink, and so I snapped my head back because I was laughing. And then when I moved my head forward, my hand was coming up to take a sip of the drink, and so my tooth smacked the curved end of the fucking pint glass, and it chipped the inside of my tooth.
You nerd.
Yeah, and so anyway, that was pretty much the first time that Kimberly and I met each other.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool story.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool story.
I love it.
Yeah.
If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be? That's
remembered for one thing.
Broken teeth?
Broken teeth, yeah, absolutely. One thing, I don't know. That I was a nice guy. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
a
great one.
I really don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good answer. I'll accept that number one answer.
Survey says.
Sorry. All right. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? That's a toughie.
That's a toughie. I mean, I'm from a really beautiful place,
right?
And so
how do you top
my
that?
standards are extremely high, you know. And so I want to live in Alabama. No,
I mean, it's hot.
Yeehaw!
Roll Tide.
Roll
I don't want to start any fights now.
No.
Welcome horns. Go long horns.
I'm like, I speak English. I'm Asian. That's a toughie. That's that really is. If the world was perfect in its own perfect way, I would probably live somewhere tropical.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say Hawaii.
Okay.
I would
go
live.
back to Hawaii.
Yeah, I'd go back to Hawaii because it would be cheap. Well, I mean, it would be perfect in its own little way.
If you moved back to Hawaii, would you be considered a Halle? I don't know.
I'm always a haole,
Okay.
no matter what.
All right.
Yeah.
Um.
No, well, see, no, that's well, I'm hapa. I'm hapa
Okay.
haole,
Okay.
which means half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Next question. Um. What was your favorite subject in school? Oh God.
Oh my God. I hated math.
Me
Believe it
too.
or not.
I still do.
I'm Asian. I was like,
I get shortchanged all the time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what? That sounds right. Whatever.
My dad was a mechanic. He
Okay.
was very mechanically inclined, and so growing up, I developed that skill, I guess. And so I would say like automotive class. Welding was very fun.
Yeah.
And took welding class. Yeah.
I can't weld for shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I'm always
mean,
like,
to
I'm
me,
gonna
it was
burn my
awesome.
eyes out. But yeah.
It was probably, excuse me, it was probably horrible as hell, but
I mean,
well.
as long as you had fun doing it, that's all that matters.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No
Made
one's
my
life was
mom
in danger.
a crooked ass welded piece of metal
I
together.
love you, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, it's like, look what my son made. I just
Yeah,
discreetly
this-
hides it in
this-
the garage somewhere, never to be seen again.
Is that a throwing star? No, it's I love you, Mom.
No.
in metal.
The hell, Mom? Thanks for the vote of confidence. Jeez.
Jesus God.
What is your biggest pet peeve? Jesus.
Oh Jesus. I really hate it. Not hate it. God, hate's a very strong word. I very dislike it when people chew with their mouth open.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Use
or any
the
kind
word
of
hate.
or any kind of open mouth, like anything. Like yeah, people chewing with their mouth open. People who like crack seeds, sunflower seeds with their mouth, and it makes that
We are
noise.
definitely cut from the same cloth.
It fucking drives me bananas, bro.
Yes, it does.
It does, bro. Jeez, I can't.
If you had to write a book tomorrow, what would you write about? That's a
Someone
hard one.
once told me, yeah, someone once told me that I had a pretty interesting life
Yeah,
up to this point,
yeah,
you know.
makes sense.
And so I love autobiographies and
Yeah.
biographies
Yeah.
and stuff. So I think if I could, and if someone really wanted to read it, I would probably do like a story of my life or something like that.
I mean, what's stopping you? Put it out there. You never know.
I don't know. I don't know how to write.
Oh. Use Chat GBT or whatever. Write my autobiography, you fucker.
Yeah, write the story of my life.
You
please.
AI dick. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're gonna steal my job one day. I'm gonna hate you
Yeah,
forever.
fuck you. Fuck off with that shit.
Yeah.
What am I
right,
supposed to do now? Like talk radio? Jesus Christ. Where are you from? I guess, well, you kind of already explained it. My next question was, where are you from? Tell us your origin story, but I guess you kind of already explained that, but so.
Yeah, Hawaii.
So we'll skip that one, duh.
Right.
Which is crazy. Like as a kid, my dad was a surfer, and we grew up at the beach, and that was one of our dreams was to go to North Shore together and go see Pipeline Classic. Like that was a big dream, but it never happened. But you know, I always had this little fascination with Hawaii, and I was like, man, it would be so cool to go there, and you know, never went. But
So it is. It's Hawaii is such a beautiful place to live. It's a beautiful place to be. It's forever gonna be my home.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, it's in your heart.
Absolutely.
Fucking Flanders. Did you just
Flanders,
Flanders
dude.
me?
Absolutely. All right. Thank you. I'm glad that you. I'm glad you hear me barking, dog.
Oh, yeah.
I really am. I'm glad.
What is your favorite state you visited?
State. I haven't visited many states.
Okay.
I mean, Hawaii, Texas, California. When I was a kid, Arkansas.
Arkansas. I hated Arkansas. Hated it.
Arkansas.
It's so damn hot. The roads suck. Meth heads.
I just think if you got purty mouth.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, I guess again, it would be. It's hard to say because I'm from a very beautiful place.
Yeah.
So
You can't really top it, right?
yeah.
Uh,
I would say Hawaii.
what's the hardest challenge you've had to overcome in your life? Ooh,
Oof.
oof, ugh.
Um, Starting life over again.
Oh yeah,
You know.
I feel that.
So,
That's deep.
I, yeah, I I was previously married.
Yeah.
Um, and so I had to start my life over again when we got divorced.
Okay.
And so having to sell, things that you love, like motorcycle. I know it's
Oh
materialistic
wow.
shit, I know,
Yeah.
but you have to sell it to get money to move
It
away,
holds
and
sentimental value.
it does, it
It's part
does.
of
And
you.
so
It's who you are. You buy all this stuff. It's part of your life. I get it.
when I went overseas to Afghanistan to do some work, and I was there for about 2.5 years. And so when I came back from Afghanistan, I kind of wanted something like for myself.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted a toy. You know, and this is gonna be really, really like nerdy, but I was watching a whole lot of Sons of Anarchy
Oh okay.
while I was overseas, so I really wanted a freaking motorcycle.
I get it. I
So
100%
that's
get it.
why I bought one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
My
then I wanted it.
yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted it like really bobbered out,
Yeah,
old
a chopper.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, bobber, and so that's what I did. I turned it into a bobber, and it was a prized possession of mine.
My old lady won't let me get another bike ever again. She's like, "No, you'll kill yourself. Someone will run you over." Like,
Yeah,
been riding
yeah,
most of my life. Like, I used to build bikes. Come on. But she's
yeah.
right.
I'm
This town is horrible. It's full of college kids. We have 5 colleges, so no one can drive. People getting fucking massacred all the time on bikes here. So
That's ridiculous,
probably
dude.
not a good idea. She's probably right on that one.
Yeah, no,
uh,
no. I totally trust myself. I just don't
yeah,
trust
yeah.
everybody else.
I,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
much
People are
as I
just.
miss riding, it's probably not a good idea now. Especially since I am the sole provider and need to take care of everyone and blah blah
Oh
blah.
wow.
Yeah. I mean, I have life
Oh,
insurance, but I'm not ready to go yet.
well, good for you.
Yeah, yeah, good for me. Thank
Good for
you.
you.
I'm a responsible adult. Fuck.
I have life insurance.
I'm in AARP.
It's like it's like buying. It's like grown ups. What's that movie with Will Ferrell and Homeboy where he goes to Costco for the first time and
Oh,
buys his Step Brothers. Step
Yeah,
Brothers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He goes to Costco and buys his toilet paper for the first time and does that little jump swing arm thing in
Yeah.
the air. Like that's you, man.
That's the 100% me. Uh, next question. What's your favorite quote? Anybody in the world? Any...
If you ain't first, you last.
Oh,
No,
oh yeah, Ricky Bobby.
yeah, it's not, that's the first thing that came to my head was if you ain't first, you last.
I love it.
I don't know.
I live my life by
That's,
that.
yeah, I live my
Stoplight
life a quarter mile at a
to
time. Exactly,
I'm
exactly.
on my way.
Yeah,
Uh, so seriously, you don't know? That's fine.
yeah, yeah. I would say what's my favorite quote? Um, I don't know if you know who Red Adair is.
No, I don't.
Red Adair is this, I think he was like a fireman, but he ended up having like a lot of really cool quotes. I
Mm-hmm.
think. I think he was a fireman. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Too late.
But he said something along the lines of you can hire an amateur if you hire an amateur. Wait, no, if you think an amateur is expensive, wait till you hire a professional, or
Okay.
wait till
Ah, I got you. It's
reverse
backwards.
that. If you hire a professional, wait till you hire an amateur.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
And
so
that makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yeah. So
Do it once right or do it twice wrong.
right, right, or more than. But I had a coworker who had that on his signature block on his email.
Oh, okay.
And so it just stuck with me for years. So I think that's the quote that I'll go with.
Isn't it funny how things like that do stick with you? Like, just you randomly think of that all the time. Like, wait, what? I remember that. It's weird. Tell us one interesting thing about yourself, if anything. Unless you're not an interesting guy, then you don't have to.
One interesting thing.
Yeah, just one. I don't want to know anything else.
I guess I worked overseas for a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty interesting. I think.
Yeah, it
was
is.
very
It
interesting,
is.
I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. what do you look for in a friend when you're, when you're meeting people and stuff? What
I
qualities?
think honesty, and just being genuine.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's a good
you
answer.
know, I don't like fake things. I just be who you are. It is what it is. You know, if you're a dork, then you're a dork. Because
Yeah,
I'm one
yeah,
too, man.
good
It is,
answer.
yeah, it is what it
For
is.
sure,
Yeah,
yeah. Just be who you are, and if
yeah.
we're cool,
Do
then we're
you,
cool.
boo boo?
Yeah, do you, baby.
Right.
Uh, can you tell us something about yourself that most people don't know? I could name one.
I'm a girl. No.
Oh shit!
Bum, bum.
That's what I get for assuming.
Something. I don't know.
That's fine. You're part Asian? I would have
Well, yeah,
never guessed.
I have a lot of freckles.
No
actually.
shit. I would have not
Yeah.
guessed that either.
You would have to like look very closely on my face and believe
Turn
my
the light
eyes
on.
and stuff.
Mm,
Yeah.
Flip you
Yeah.
over. I get it. Thanks. Pass. Uber pass.
Right.
Nerd question. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower. I don't know. I think it would be like to be. I think like it would be like super strength. I don't know, like
That'd be
impervious
cool. Yeah, yeah.
to bullets or whatever.
Well,
I
you
think.
know, if you did
yeah.
that, the government would snatch you up, and you'd just be their drone for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Not
Segue
to,
and
yeah,
segue.
let me
into
bring you
Captain
down.
America.
Hello. You're working
Yeah,
for Uncle
Hydra.
Sam now.
Exactly. Right.
What's your favorite memory? That's a good question.
What is my favorite memory? I don't have too many of those.
Oh, sad moment.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Sad face.
Yeah. Oh. Like Sarah McLachlan
Yeah.
in the arms of the angel.
Oh my God.
That makes me cry every single time. No, joking.
I play that for my dogs
Fun
at
as
night time. Going back to the pound.
Yeah. I honestly, so when I was in when I was in high school and intermediate, I used to do a lot of skateboarding and BMXing
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so I think that was like,
Yeah. Good
yeah,
shit.
yeah, that's probably one of my
Definitely.
fondest memories.
Good times.
Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Man, it's a tough one, but I can respect that.
Yeah, I
I
think
used to
Christmas
hate
because
Christmas. We never celebrated. Now I'm with my girl. I'm fucking like Clark Griswold. I'm decorating the house.
Everyone
I'm cutting down
orange.
trees. Yeah, I'm doing it all, man. I'm like full-fledged. Yeah, I got the Santa hat on.
No, I was gonna say
I love it.
that's
I love
that's
it.
funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
So actually, my wife's birthday is Christmas Day.
Oh, that's right.
So
thing.
she's always like, Jesus took my birthday.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
Son
you
of a
know,
bitch.
well, yeah,
Damn
you
yous.
can't win them all.
You
You know?
can't win.
No. Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Boo. No, I love my wife.
I know you do.
If you're listening, I love you.
Yeah, you're
Campus
cool.
Mercy.
You're a cool chick. Thanks for putting up with this shit.
She is. No, Kimberly is. She's very sweet. I love my wife. Let's
What's,
see.
what Hogwarts house are you?
I'm a Gryffindor, actually.
I would have never
Yeah.
thought that.
You wouldn't. Why?
I don't know. You just don't seem like it. Gryffindor?
I'm a Gryffindor. Yeah.
I'll take it. Whatever. Yeah. All right.
Well, you thought that I was like a Slytherin or something?
No. You son of a bitch. What's last question?
No.
Is there anything that we haven't covered that you'd like to say before we close out?
I don't know. I mean, I like I said in the beginning, I'm excited to see what this happen, what
Yeah.
what happens and what unfolds, and I think that's not really answering your question, but
No.
I'm
I get it.
gonna say that.
Yeah. That's good. Because
Yeah.
I get it. New show, new project. Get a feel
You
for
know,
how it
and-
plays out and what the format is.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You know, and
See how it
and,
unfolds.
and yeah, absolutely, and well, yeah,
I'm kind of stoked.
I am. I'm very stoked.
All right.
So I guess
You
it's
wanna
my turn,
turn
right?
around? Yeah, you want to turn around?
Yeah,
Sit
yeah, it's
towards
my
me,
turn.
I'm ready.
All right, so I'm actually going to ask you the same set of questions,
cool.
I'm gonna Quentin Tarantino it and
shit.
start from the ending.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what we do.
All right.
So, what house?
You just
What
had
Hogwarts
to be
house?
different, didn't you?
I had to. I had
Oh,
to be different.
my house is Slytherin. I have
Okay.
Slytherin shit all over my house. Not even joking. I have magnets on the fridge and stickers and all that shit. So yeah.
So do I. I'm telling you, my wife is a huge Harry Potter
I
fan.
love it.
Extreme. And so I was actually a huge Star Wars fan.
Oh, okay. I could never get
But-
into Star Wars.
But after 4, 5, and 6,
Ostracized.
it was just yeah. And so after, I mean, everyone knows Empire is the best one for you Star Wars nerds
Blasphemy.
out there. Yeah, everyone knows.
Empire had the better ending.
Empire was the best one. Everything after that was shit. No. But it just Star Wars just progressively got worse, and then after they sold
can't
to
watch them, dude.
Disney,
Yeah.
it just got worse.
I
So
can't get into them. I tried.
having said that, my wife, being a Harry Potter fan she is like, hey, you need to watch the movies. Hey, you need to
I love them.
or read the books or whatever.
Yeah.
And we've been married for less than a year now, and I've known her for 7 years. We've been 6 years we dated, and 1 year we're married. I actually enjoy Harry Potter more than Star Wars.
100%.
So we have a bunch of Slytherin shit.
That's dope.
I bought my wife an actual set of Harry Potter, the actual acceptance letter, her ticket to go
wow.
on. Yeah, the ticket to go on the train and everything. She has McGonagall's letter, a class schedule. She has the Marauders map. She has
That's so
it
cool.
came as and I put her name on it and everything. And the props to the people who do that on Etsy, because that's where I got it.
Oh,
But
they take
she
that shit
she
serious,
actually,
man.
oh yeah, dude, staining it in coffee and some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday is Halloween. Always has been.
That's right.
Big,
I think you
huge
told me
Halloween
that. Yeah.
fan. Like, man, our neighborhood, they love it when it's Halloween because they bring all the kids to my house and everyone's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for doing this for the kids." Blah blah blah. We sit out
Easy
there.
Michael Jackson.
Dude, we
I'm
have.
playing.
No, we have.
I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
I set a table out with a big, huge thing of candy, and I just tell them, dig in, get all you can, just grab a bunch. We have a fire, we have fog machines and lights and animatronics. We go all out. I love Halloween.
That's rad.
Yeah,
Rad.
my girl loves it too. We don't have kids, she has her son, but he's grown, and the neighborhood doesn't really go all out like they used to when we were kids.
Right.
Every house would be lit up. Now it's a bunch of old people. Everyone has the lights off. So when I see a bunch of kids walking down the street, I'm like, oh yeah, come and get it, man.
Yeah.
You better not egg my fucking house.
You heathens, you hooligans. Yeah, well, I'm the
Damn
cool guy.
hooligans, get off my lawn. But yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
Second running
right,
is
right.
definitely Christmas, and we do a Fakesgiving every October because everyone in her family goes all over. They go out of state, all over for Thanksgiving. So I take it upon myself to cook a big turkey and a meal and have everyone over, and we just celebrate Thanksgiving then. So
That's awesome,
yeah,
man.
and it works out because everyone's like, oh, we had our Thanksgiving meal, we had Dee's famous blah 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 turkey. They think it's great, whatever. I'm like, it's all right, but I'm still perfecting it.
What's the famous blah 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 about?
It's nothing great. It's just it's really moist and flavorful. It's I stuff it full of onions and garlic and lemons and bay leaves and make a butter to put under the skin and wrap it in bacon and all that shit. So
oh dang.
Yeah. I baste it like every 20 minutes. I stay on top of it.
Dang.
I babysit that bitch the whole time. And
No, for like 3-4 hours.
Yeah, and then I make a walnut gravy for it. Oh, it's fucking banging. But yeah,
like with the innards, with the guts and shit.
Yeah, with the side.
Okay.
Yeah, I bang it out, bro. I get when it's time to cook, I throw down. But that's my third favorite, definitely. But yeah, I try to stick with Halloween. That's my favorite. That's always my go-to. It's the easiest I know. Christmas, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm just fucking balls out wild with it. I'm like, oh, I've overdone it. Spent too much. Shit. Going to the poorhouse because of Christmas. But yeah.
All right, so I guess I guess. Well, what is your favorite memory?
Oh man. I think, and not to be like a kiss ass or anything. I've had a pretty shitty life, but my favorite memory is when me and my girl first kissed on her front steps of her mom's porch. It was probably my
Oh,
favorite.
dude.
I know, sappy, whatever, but
No,
yeah.
dude, that's awesome, man.
It
It's,
is.
it's awesome that people can really talk about that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Because
I
not a lot
normally
of
don't.
people, like,
I'm a
well,
guy. Yeah, fuck it.
yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to have fucking feelings and shit, and
Is it?
it's okay
Is
to
it?
talk about them.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, it is. Don't be a bitch. All right, so you're kissing your girlfriend. Cool.
Fiance. Sorry, fiance.
Fiance.
I'll never.
That's right.
I call her my wife too. I'm like, I don't know that girl. She's mine. We stay together. Fucking.
Waifu. Okay, cool. So, can you tell me something that not a lot of people know?
I'm autistic. I'm 100% sure that I'm on the spectrum, bro.
Okay.
But I don't know. Some people kind of like my boss knows,
Mhm.
but he's the one that
Right.
told me. He's like, "You're autistic." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I am. I'm on the spectrum. My niece is autistic. She's has the same characteristics as me, so I'm pretty sure we're both.
Nothing wrong with
I guess
that.
I'm high functioning.
That's I mean, yeah, absolutely. I know people. I have family members, I believe.
Yeah,
That is.
I'm a retard.
No.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
What 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 if any superpower would you have?
Every man. If you're a Simpsons fan, you already know this, but Homer Simpson gained this power once where if he touched any comic book, he could absorb the power of whatever that superhero was. So that's my answer. I would
Okay.
be every man. So you just
I
carry a
honestly
backpack full
haven't
of.
seen
Oh wow.
a bunch of fucking comic books. Just
That's what I'm
carry
saying.
a bag.
Like,
Yeah,
if I need to rob a bank, I'll just be the invisible guy.
that's rad. Yeah, that's awesome. So, uh, what do you look for in a friend?
Boobs.
Mm,
100%.
quite nice.
100% boobs.
Yep. 100%.
Short, tall,
Absolutely.
fat, small. I like them all.
Yeah. Dude boobs, girl boob, everything.
Dude,
It's great.
don't
What?
be a dick.
What?
That's what
What?
I look for. Don't be a dick.
Oh,
Just
all
be
right,
cool. And
boobs.
and boobs help. But if you're gonna be my friend, don't be a dick. I don't care what color you are, where you're from, how much money you got, all that shit. Oh, and don't do meth. We can't be friends if you're a meth head. I can't. I can't have you being my friend and then stealing my shit in the middle of the night.
Right. Yeah. And clicking your
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
non-existent teeth at me.
yeah.
I'm,
Get the fuck out of here
good.
with that.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. All right. Tell me one interesting thing. Sorry, one interesting thing about yourself.
I'm an artist. I haven't done anything lately, but I mean, I paint, I draw, charcoal, whatever. I
Wow.
used to do woodwilling, carve stuff.
Really?
Yeah, I've taken a break from it. I just, God, I keep getting wrapped up in all this stupid shit. Playing Call of Duty till fucking 2 in the morning. It's part of the problem.
Well, I mean,
I used to
squat
play
up.
music and draw and paint and all that stuff, and now I'm just sitting around playing video games all night like an asshole instead of being
Oh,
creative.
fun fact: I actually play an instrument as well. I play
Oh,
the
yeah.
drums.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
It's fun.
I am a nerd. Yeah, I played in the band, in
Yeah.
the school band. Yeah.
I never got to do that. I wanted to, but oh well.
Yeah.
Shit
I was
happens.
I was kind of a dickhead though in high school, and I really regret it. I
Yeah.
really regret being an asshole. But I mean, I was a kid, so it is what it is.
It's what it is. Live and learn.
Yeah, right. What is your favorite quote?
Ooh. Don't call me a pessimist. Try to read between the lines. Pete Steele, type of negative.
Okay, all right. Yeah, actually, I see that on your
Facebook.
your chat thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
my
right.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite things. Basically, giving them the finger. Read between the lines. Whatever.
Yeah. Where do you want to be when you grow up?
It's kind of a little bit late for that, isn't it? Ted Nugent? Pocket Rocket? I fucking love Ted Nugent. A lot of people hate him because of his politics, but man, he's just wide open. He's great. He's great with kids. He's all about the environment and shit, but he also likes to kill it and eat it.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
he's a wild man, but he has all these like uh, funds and fundraisers and things like that, charities and stuff for kids to get them into being outdoors and in nature and shit like that. So I mean, if anyone, Ted Nugent or The Rock, if The Rock runs for president, I'm voting for him 100%. I love The Rock.
Well, I need to correct myself. I said where. I'm sorry. It was who do you want to be like? My
Yeah,
apologies.
yeah,
But
I got you.
yeah, I can totally see that, dude. I can totally see that. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, and the thing about side note, the thing about like Ted Nugent and hunting and stuff like that is, a lot of people think that hunting is, oh, we're hunting animals for this, that, and
For
the
the
other.
sport.
Like it's bad, or
Some people do.
you gotta understand too.
Yeah.
There's things they do it
Then the population.
to yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Our
And
neighborhood is so overrun with deer right now. Like, you really have to be careful driving in the evening and in the mornings, or you're gonna run over a damn deer. And
mm,
it's because people can't hunt in the city. It's like, well, what do? We have this green belt running through the
right.
neighborhoods. Where are they gonna go? This was their home at one time.
Right. The tree hugger in me is gonna be like, well,
Dude,
we are the ones that
bro,
kicked them out of their
the
homes,
tree hugger in me is out back feeding them. I'm like, oh, look at the pretty fucking deer. Yeah, come eat out of my trash can. I don't care, whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
rad. That's
yeah,
rad.
yeah. So it is what it is. I got more hippie in me than redneck, but I did grow up in a hunting family. We used to hunt, shoot guns, and I'm just not into it. It's a lot of work.
Um, what is your favorite state that you visited?
Favorite state is Louisiana. I love
Okay.
it there, especially New Orleans, a haunted, magical, beautiful city. Um,
Do you like walking and ingesting piss everywhere?
oh
And
yeah, that's me,
shit,
man. I'm
shit
I'm a
flying?
gutter punk at heart, bro. Gutter punk all the way.
I know. Oh, well, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. All right,
That's
whatever.
me, man. That's me. That's my fucking. That's who I am. That's where I come from. I'm
You-
scum. I come
So
from the gutter.
you're not scum,
Well, not
but
anymore. I'm trying to be a better person, but god damn it, don't
in
make me
the
go back.
most respectful way, because you keep talking to you beforehand. You tell me you're a punk and all that. So whenever I talk to you and you say that you're from the gutter and all that jazz, it reminds me of SLC Punk,
Oh wow. Well,
the movie.
I,
Not in the
if I
do
was
drugs
compared,
kind of a way, but
no,
like
no, no.
the
Check it. If I was compared to anyone, it would be Bob. Because I used to be
rad.
like that. I would not touch drugs. Only thing I did was smoke a cigarette once in a while and drink some alcohol once in a while. But everything else was like, man, that shit you're putting into your body. I was that guy. I was that guy. I was an
Oh,
asshole.
really? Straight edge motherfucker?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was hardcore,
Rad.
hardcore punk. Like, fuck you, fuck your drugs, you pussy. And now I'm like, let's smoke a joint, man, and talk about this. Let's sit down and be cool.
Yo, let's talk about this real
I'm
quick.
old, man. I can't go out fighting anymore. I got broken teeth
You're
and
not,
scars. I'm over it.
you're not old.
43, bro.
What are you, like,
43.
how?
Yeah,
43?
yeah. I'm getting up there.
43 is the new 27, dude.
Shit, I don't feel it.
No,
I
man.
know.
That
I
hard.
probably feel better now than I did at 23. 23 was a pretty rough time.
Yeah, I would have to agree. My 20s were a pretty
I went hard, man. I
It's
put the shit to
well
the test.
for me it wasn't that. For me,
I got married real young.
Oh, okay.
I got married at 23.
That's probably
I
rougher than what
deployed
went through.
I deployed with the company that I worked for overseas when I was 23.
Oh wow.
I bought a house at 25,
Jeez.
Yeah, lost it at 28 or whatever the case is. Yeah, so I would say my 20s were probably the roughest patch that
Sounds
I've
like
had
it.
thus far. Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
I realized, being poor and broke and growing up like that, um,
Mhm.
I had less shit to worry about. I felt like I had less stress when I was a bum than I do now. Trying to pay the bills and keep the house and feed us and do
Right,
the shopping
right.
and the cooking and take care of the dogs.
Shout out,
And I was
shout out to
bummed.
Biggie Smalls. More,
Yeah,
more money, more problems. You
food,
know what I'm saying?
100%. I get it now. When I was a kid, did no cares in the world. Like, all right, all I got to do is come up with $3 for a pack of smokes. Wow. How?
Do you remember where a fucking pack of smokes was $3?
Yeah, shit's changed, man.
Wow.
Shit has changed.
I and I hate saying that shit, dude.
Right?
I hate saying, remember back in my day, do you
Oh,
remember
God.
cigarettes for $3? Because your
didn't-
fucking parents and
I
all,
never
yeah.
thought I'd
back
live
in my
this
day.
long.
Word, Cotton.
Word
All right.
got-
What is the hardest challenge you've had to overcome in your life? I know this is a tough one. This is a tough one for you, I think. You've expressed your challenges to me pretty
Buying this
significantly. Yeah.
Falling out of
Okay.
love has probably been the hardest thing for me to do.
Mm.
Head over heels for a girl once, and it took me years to get over her, like years, bro. And
Wow.
finally, I just stopped caring one day, and I was like, oh, and then I started talking to the girl I'm with now, so here we are.
Yay!
But yeah, bro.
I
I
definitely
went,
know how that feels.
I went
Yeah.
10 years without being with someone because of that girl. That's 100% a fact. Not even
Holy
kissing
shit.
another girl, not hugging, not even. I tried talking to a girl once, but I wasn't ready. And it broke me, bro. Like, I was going to marry this girl. We were buying a house. Like, I was
Oh my
ready, dude. I
goodness.
was like, this is it. And then, I don't know. It just fell through. It fell apart. Turned out to
Um,
be not who she said she was. And I was done.
I hear that.
I was done, man. Like I was like over it. I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on work, getting my life together, and it never happened. I just kept working and trying to get my life together.
Oh man,
But
that
yeah,
sucks.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
I have a similar story to that with my ex-wife, and we'll save that for another show. But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
we kind
I'm
of went
s-
over our time a
wow.
little bit, but all right, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's the first one, and
Yeah.
then yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah, cool beans. Cool beans. All right. It's actually, this is. I'm very interested in this one. Where are you from? What is your origin story?
Oh.
I've been waiting to ask you this question for a very long time.
Okay.
I want to know where D came from. I know your real name, but
Yeah.
where did D come from?
All right, so I guess I'll start with my name and where I was born and all that shit. Everyone calls me D because I'm a junior. My dad was David Michael Taylor, and he named me David Michael Taylor because, I don't know, I guess he thought that was cool, or he just was drunk and couldn't think straight. So here I am.
Okay.
I was born in a hospital, and it was a blizzard outside. It was actually a really famous blizzard in Norfolk, Virginia. They got stuck, my dad and my uncle. My uncle was giving my dad a ride to the hospital when I was being born, and they got stuck in the blizzard trying to push the car to the hospital to get to the blizzard to come see me be born.
Wow.
Yeah. So crazy story. February 29th, 1980. You can look it up. It's crazy blizzard. Like, it was feet of snow. Like, the shit shut down. Norfolk, Virginia doesn't get snow. It's right there on the water, in the ocean.
Right.
So
Right.
it just pounded them, dude, and it was crazy. Back then they weren't prepared for it like they are now. So of course
Right.
everybody's like, "What do we do? We're fucked." But yeah,
Let's go bobsledding. No.
but they made it. They made it here. Made it to the hospital, and it's crazy. But yeah, I'm from Norfolk, but I've lived everywhere. I've lived all over the South, everywhere from Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, North Carolina, a little bit in Florida. So yeah, I get around.
Wow.
I got around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay
Oh,
here
you-
for now.
So I need to rewind a little bit.
All right.
It's no, I thought it was Norfolk.
It is.
North.
But I have an
Norfolk.
accent. I'm an asshole.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So I didn't know there was a Virginian accent. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
it's kind of southern. The more in the hills you go, but I've always pronounced it Norfolk, but I guess most people call it Norfolk. I don't know.
Norfolk. I don't
But if
know.
you're
Yeah,
from there, you call it Norfolk. I don't know.
Norfolk. I was like, okay.
Uh,
So
Fun fact:
it's
it's
funny.
also called the Little Apple because it's just like New York City.
Really
Yep,
interesting.
just as much crime.
So actually, so Hawaii,
Hmm.
um, people from Hawaii call it Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
People
yeah.
from not from Hawaii will call it Hawaii.
I call it
So if
Hawaii
you ever
because I'm white as fuck.
Hawaii, right? So
But
if you ever
yeah,
come across a local dude from Hawaii, he'll say, "I'm from Hawaii."
Hawaii. Yeah,
Hawaii.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I watch North
So,
Shore. I love
oh,
that
you
movie.
brothers, how you doing, guys? All right.
Brada.
If
Fresh
you
off
could
the
write a
boat,
book,
you JOJ.
oh, bro, you like go, cuz.
I love him. I love him.
That
Dude.
is Hawaiian
I
pigeon.
love
That's
that
pigeon,
shit.
guys.
Yeah, I
It's
love it.
Hawaiian Creole. It's awesome. Check it out. If you had a book to write,
Hmm.
what would it be?
I'm gonna have to go piggyback off you and say an autobiography. I think a story of my life would be very interesting.
I would read it.
I think I
I would
would
definitely.
only put out the highlights though, and leave out all the boring shit like, you know, finger banging chicks in 8th grade and shit like that. Like, we can skip that part. But the drugs and the
Me falling in
overdose,
the mud.
and yeah. But yeah, I think definitely an autobiography. And I've thought about it like hard a couple times. Like, I don't know who would read it, but how do you know if you don't put it out there, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what are they gonna say? No. I guess
Yeah, right.
that's the only
Like,
thing,
who the
right?
fuck's
Yeah.
this guy?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
jabroni.
You're already a dick. You're fine.
But yeah,
All right. Cool.
I think writing a book, and that's kind of what this show is about, right? It's our
Right.
cheap form of therapy. So,
It's our way
substance abuse
to.
and radio shows. Here we go. I
All
gotta
right,
get
yeah,
it
go ahead and start another one, bro.
out. I gotta get it out somehow. So,
All right. So, what is your biggest pet peeve?
oh god, mouth breathers. No, people that chew with their fucking mouth open, dude. You can ask my
Right.
girl. Like okay, my girl has low iron, and so she'll sit there and eat cups and cups and cups of ice, and God, dude, I go in the other room and scream because I can't handle it. This shit drives me crazy.
Oh,
And she knows it. And I feel bad, and she feels bad. She's been getting iron infusions, so she stopped eating ice. But she knows, like, our little niece comes over. She's not little anymore. She's like 17, but she's the worst. She
She's
eats
always
with her
gonna be
mouth
that
open. And she comes over and she sits down with a bag of chips and starts chomping away. And I get up and leave, dude. I can't hear. They have these things called Calmer plugs. We're gonna plug an advertisement now. Calmer. So these Calmer plugs. They're like earplugs that go in your ear, but they filter out a lot of noise, but you can still hear. So I'm thinking about getting them, but it all
Okay.
stems
That's
like
interesting. I've
yeah,
never
yeah.
heard of that
I'll have
before.
to send you a link for it.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
absolutely.
Because I'm,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
it enrages me. I forget what it's called. Something philia, something or rather. We'll have to look it up. But it's an actual thing where people get angry because of noises. That's a real thing. I have it. Hence the prescription.
No, I totally get it. Because
Well, it
I love you, babe.
stems.
I love you,
Yeah,
really.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
pop-
I love my girl.
really popped her. Yeah, I love you so much. I'm just letting you know.
Fuck,
I love
if
you.
you chew bubblegum, I'm gonna strangle you. But I love you. I love you to death.
I love you. I love you so much. She doesn't mean to do this,
I know,
but
I know.
she pops her sunflower seeds
Ooh.
with her mouth, and I can. And here's the bad thing: is I can do it,
Yep. It's
but
not.
if
Yep.
somebody else does it,
I know.
it enrages
It's
me.
a real thing. It's a real mental health issue. It's real, dude.
That and mouth breathers and chewing
Mouth
with your mouth
breathers.
open. Just it really, yeah, mouth breather. It really does annoy the AF out of me. Oh
So,
my goodness.
And when I was a kid, I used to chew with my mouth open. Shit didn't bother me. I was like, whatever. And one day I was at my cousin's house eating dinner with them, and my uncle looks over at me and yells at me. He says, "Chew with your fucking mouth closed. You sound like a goddamn garbage truck." And ever since then, that stuck with me, and it fucked my head up. And now, I was on a car ride with my aunt once, and she kept popping bubble gum because we were going through the mountains, and she needed gum to chew. And I fucking wanted to jump out the car. I was a kid. I was like literally like, I'm gonna stab this bitch. I was like 9 years old, like plotting out murder because someone was chewing
All right.
bubblegum.
All right, this is what we're gonna do, guys. All right.
Literally 9 years old. Like, I'm gonna murder this motherfucker. What is wrong? That's not right. So yeah,
I can just picture you now, like grabbing a leather belt and
like,
just.
I'm gonna strangle this bitch. No. Yeah. So it's a real mental health thing. It's a serious thing. You can talk to your doctor about it and get medication for it, but
Really?
yeah, he put me on some kind of stuff to help with my anger. I think it's working. We'll see.
Well, plugged. Yeah, yeah. Well,
But those
little
plugs,
fact of the week.
yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at those
yeah.
plugs.
I actually take medication as well.
So
I
I think everybody
I
does
think-
nowadays.
it, fortunately,
You need to.
I guess.
It's the world we live in.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And
Yeah, it's
sad.
called
It's sad.
Calmer earplugs. Flare Calmer. I'll send you the link. They sell them.
Hell yeah.
They sell them on Amazon and shit. But yeah, they're supposed to work pretty good. Apparently, I watched a lot of reviews and stuff. And
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, it's worth checking out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because God, keep me sane when
Dude,
especially
I'm
when
there
I'm at. Dude, I'm at the fucking theater. I'm at a theater.
I can't
Trying
go to
watch-
theaters. I can't do it.
Bro, there was this lady. So my girl and I, my wife and I,
Popcorn?
just oh fuck you. My wife and I went to go see the new Mission Impossible movie.
Okay, yeah.
And there was a mouth breather, fucking.
I'd watch that.
mouth breather.
Mouth breathers too.
Mouth breather. There was a mouth breather.
Mm.
Breather. Fuck.
My
and
kind of
she
guy.
mouth open. And man, it's just driving me up the wall.
Mhm.
And the movie theater is loud,
yeah.
and it shouldn't bother me, but just I hear her mouth opening and closing, and like you know how like, in the movies where it, like zooms in on the mouth and it's all like saliva everywhere and chunks of fucking food flying out, like, and shit.
That's fucking great.
Where my mind goes. That is literally like that is a picture that pops into my mind when I hear
Literally.
that. Literally.
I just saw it
No
play in
joke.
my head too. It was like, yeah, it was horrible.
it-
I'm not gonna be
Oh
able to
my
sleep
God.
tonight. Thank you.
oh God, Jesus. What was your favorite subject in school?
Earth science.
Awesome, dude.
Funny story. My first day in ninth grade, Earth science. I come walking into class, and the teacher standing at the door greeting everyone as they come in, and he comes to greet me, and he reaches out to shake my hand. He's like, "Hi, I'm Mr. Cole. Welcome to Earth Science." I can't believe I remember that, but he's like, "Oh wait," pulls his hand
Shut
back.
up.
No, he's like, "Oh wait," pulls his hand back, and he's like, "Wait, I got acid on my hand." I look at him. He's like, "Not that kind of acid." Ever since then, I aced his class. I like paid attention. I was like, "This guy's cool as fuck. I'm in it 100%. You got me, dude." He ended up
Kicker.
becoming the
That's-
principal.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, he had a good rapport with kids, and I guess he could really read people. But yeah, I mean, he got it, man. He understood. He knew what kind of person I was. But, you know, from out the gate, you're going to say shit like that, I'm going to respect you because you're real with me, and
Right.
I'm going to be real with you. And I guess he
And-
got that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Hmm.
And that's the thing. That's the thing nowadays. I think if teachers that can make the students want to stay engaged
Oh, yeah, dude.
are the ones that win. You know, like what's that guy? Clear Eyes has the ingredients to moisturize.
Oh, shit. When Ben Stein's money? Ben
Yeah,
Stein.
that dude. Like
Yeah.
Ben Stein. I could never have him be a professor for me. I
That
could
guy-
never go to one of his classes.
He
It
needs
would
to start his
make-
own ASMR. Put my ass to sleep. Weird shit on YouTube, Bill Stein. Come watch this. OnlyFans. I'm subscribing. I don't care if it's $50 a month. Knock my ass
Yeah.
out. I need to rest.
Yeah, it'll just be straight up ASMR, mouth breathing, chewing gum, fucking.
I don't know how people listen to that. I don't know how they do
ingredients
it.
to
Oh
moisturize.
god, it's so rough. But yeah, I used to love his show. He had a show, Win Ben Stein's Money, on
He
Comedy
did,
Central
on MTV.
or some
Yeah.
shit.
No, yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was one of my
Maybe you're
favorite
right.
shows ever. It was really good. But
Dude,
back to
funny.
the school where teachers are trying to keep kids engaged. One of my
Mhm.
was it English? I don't know. Whatever you take in ninth grade, it's supposed to be English. my teacher let me write songs in a notebook instead of doing the class assignments. So he was just like, "Hey, you can." My girlfriend's home. Hey, you can just write songs in these books, and he gave me C's instead of failing me for not doing the work. So
Wow.
talk to your teachers; they'll work with you, man. You know.
Word. Wow.
That's what I try to tell people. You never know until you
Shout out,
talk to people.
shout out to those teachers.
Right.
Really, seriously.
Instead of
Like-
giving me zeros and flunking me out, here's a C. And he would grade
Yeah.
the songs. We're like, well, you misspelled this, or this doesn't go like this. You know, he would grade that shit. He read them, and I remember.
I wonder if he didn't know what the song was, and he just would listen to it. I wonder.
like
You ever think?
I don't know. Like when one time his mother passed away, and I wrote this song in the book, and he came up to me after class one day and said, "You know, this song really touched me." I was like, "Thanks," and I was like. Now I'm sitting here. I'm like, God damn it! I wish I could get that book from him. Is he still alive? I wonder if he still has that book, because that would be great.
Hey, internet's
That's a good
Great
idea.
tool.
You know, I go to that school all the time because my niece goes there now, and we go to her plays. So it might be worth checking into.
yeah.
I'd like
Shout
to
out to those
see-
awesome teachers.
Yeah, I would like to see, because you know he let me use the books and stuff because we didn't have internet, so you couldn't just look up the thesaurus, how to spell shit.
Right. Right.
So I'm like, I
Do you
need a
remember trying to
dictionary,
look up shit? Yeah, do you remember trying to look up shit back in the day?
bro.
Like nothing was digitalized. And See, here we go
Thick-ass
again.
book.
Back in the day. Here we go. Back in the day.
Card
son of a
catalog that shit. Dewey Decimal.
bee. Oh damn! I missed it. Gotta go back. Yeah. All right. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
The world. Damn. I don't know, man. I've been to a lot of places. I've been to Mexico, Canada, all over the country. I think Maine is our next spot. I feel like Maine is our spot, man. We're both cold, loving people. I have huskies.
Right.
I lived in
Wow.
Texas. I hated the heat, you know.
True.
So
True that. True that.
I think Maine's going to be our spot. And she wants to live near the beach. Maine has a beach. I like the cold, so it might work out. Who knows?
There you go. Yeah, it's a win-win.
Yeah, we'll see. Freezing our ass off in the wintertime.
All right. If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
Oh man, I think the size of my heart. Even though I'm a dick, I'm a grumpy old man, I'll still bend over backwards to help you. Even
Right.
most people that aren't helping themselves, I still, fuck it. I go out of my way and say, here you go, man. I know you're gonna spend this $10 on fucking drugs or beer, but have fun. Here's $10.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll just go make
I
more
guess-
money.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's where I don't.
It's my downfall.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes honestly, sometimes I will, but
People are
if I'm
always
being
like, don't give
100%
them money. Don't
honest-
give them money. I'm like, why not? They're not out stealing shit. They're just asking for money. If I got it,
Right.
fuck it. What's $3? What's $3?
right,
Fuck them.
right.
Here.
Exactly. I spend that on a fucking.
I spend $20
whatever.
on a meal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They can go buy a fucking loaf of bread and a can of tuna for $3. You know, like,
But see, my mind always goes, do they?
who cares? At least you try to do the right thing, and that's all that fucking matters. Really, it is. It's all that matters.
You're right.
You're trying to be
You're-
a better
you're right.
person. What would Jesus do? Teach a man to fish. Oh shit.
Oh,
Holla.
today. Here's the rainbow. No, the more you know.
Da-da-da-da.
Teach a man how to fish.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Enough of this gay shit.
How did you and your girl meet?
Oh, high school. She was dating my best friend. I don't know if I should tell this. Well, fuck it. It's not, I'm open book on this show, so whatever. I came
Let's
home
go.
one day. Kind of a long story, but one day I was living with my dad, and this girl calls me out of nowhere by accident, and me and her get to talking. Da 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 da. We hook up, hang out, and
Right.
about a year goes by. Her mom and my dad start hanging out, so they hook up, and then they move in with us into our townhouse. And at this
Rad.
time, this isn't my girlfriend, my current girl that was living with us. We were partying a lot. We had a lot of parties at this house. My current girlfriend was best friends with the girl that was staying with us, so she
Okay.
would just come over. I didn't even know she was there half the time. Like literally, she'd be like telling me these stories, and I'm like, I don't remember that at all, bro. You weren't there, but she was there, and her and my best friend, my girlfriend, and my best friend used to date, and that's pretty much how I met her. And the first time I met her, he was finger banging her on the steps of my house.
Rad.
So, follow up story. God, I shouldn't be telling all this shit. So we were hanging out, me, her, one of her friends, and my friend. We were all in my bedroom hanging out playing Truth or Dare, and she gets us to French, me and my friend. And we're guys, whatever. I don't care. I'm like 16. I'm trying to get these chicks to tag team us, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm a fucking team player. So I'm like, all right.
You gotta pay the price, all right?
And they fucking laughed and left. They did not do shit. They left us hanging, bro.
You were bamboozled, weren't you?
100%. Years later, I finally got it from her, but like 20 years later, we're finally together. I finally scored, but yeah.
Yeah, I took you to Pound Town.
Yeah. But yeah, we've known each other for a long time, and I didn't do anything with her because she was my best friend's girlfriend. They broke up because he was cheating on her. My fault, by the way. Because I was like, hey, my friend Mindy wants to come over, and so I introduced them. But I didn't mean for them to hook up. But, he was a slut, so of course he banged her. And cheated on my current girlfriend. So, it's high school.
Fiance.
Everybody's banging
wife.
everyone. Yeah, that chick.
All of the above.
All of the above. So, yeah, we've known each other for a long time. I've always wanted to get with her. Turns out she always wanted to get with me. But we never did. Life happened, blah, blah, blah. Years later, here we are.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah.
I was, even though I was, I guess I was a bad geek. I was a geek. I was very sheltered growing up. And so,
God.
yeah, my mom.
I broke a lot of you.
yeah. My mom is very Christian.
That's what it is.
Father is batshit crazy.
You can't help
But
it.
no, you can't, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't get to experience a whole lot of let's bring up Varsity Blues. A whole lot of high school partying. Like I was actually I was grounded a lot. I was grounded a lot for.
I was
so
like that
I missed out.
Yeah. I was like that before my mom passed away, my stepmom, when I was like 14. Thank you.
Oh man, sorry.
And after that, my dad just didn't care. He's like, do whatever you want. My dad basically gave me morals and sent me on my way. He's like, this is how you be a good person. Figure it out. And I did. And I've been on my own ever since then. Like, he's been there once or twice when he could. Do what?
How old were you when you had to basically go on your own?
So for a while, he went into a mental institution when I was 15. So I lived with some friends and couch topped until he got out. And then I stayed with him from 16 to 17, and then I just went on my own ever since then. Never looked back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have so many questions, but let's wait for another day.
Yeah, we got plenty of shows to do. So.
Hey. Segue into the shows.
Oh my God. Enough depressing shit.
No, I mean, I honestly. All right. Ollie with the weather. All right. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh God. Oh, I got this. So I was like 12, and I lived in a trailer park and I was friends with a lot of people there. Me and all the guys, we'd go down to the woods and play and hang out, and start fires, do kid shit. We lived near cow pastures in the woods, so we're all like, hey, let's go fishing in this pond over here on this cow pasture. And they're like, cool, let's go. So we go down there, and the first stop, we come up to the electric fence. So we're all like, you're going to piss on it, I'll piss on it if you piss on it. So we all pissed on it. It fucking shocks you. That shit really works. It zapped the shit out of me. So whatever. We go on.
It hurt your dick?
Yeah, it fucking hurts, bro. It goes through you. Like, you feel the shock all the way, especially a cow zapper. What is it, a hot wire that goes around the whole perimeter? And it's made from cows? Yeah, it lights your ass up. So, so we follow the creek. We get to the pond. We're down there playing, whatever, hooting and hollering, fucking around. Some old bastard comes down the hill with a shotgun, yelling, "Get the hell out of my fucking blah blah blah!" I couldn't understand him really. We take off running, right? We're booking it. Boom! I trip over a fucking cedar stump that's like maybe 4 inches out of the ground. Bam! Face first, right into cow shit. Funniest fucking thing in the world. Gross at the time, but it was fucking hilarious because I look up and I just fucking covered in his mud pie of shit on my face. Even the guy chasing us with the gun stopped and just started laughing. We're just
I mean,
what do you
already...
do? What do you do? It's like punishment enough. He's like, "All right, just get off my land." We're like, "All right, we were just playing. Sorry, we were just playing in the pond." He's like, "I don't care. Get out of here." But funniest fucking childhood memory ever. I loved it. Great shit.
That's punishment in itself for sure.
Right?
For sure.
I got what it deserves.
For sure.
That's what we get for trespassing. But we were hooligans.
When this was kind of embarrassing too, but I guess I'll share an experiencing falling story with you. This is in front of the whole school now. So this is in like 8th grade. We're about to be freshmen in high school. So stories in 8th grade usually travel with you into high school.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right. So I went to I went to a mud butt. I went to a school called Waipahu Intermediate School.
That sounds horrible.
Right, Waipahu is the city where I'm from in Hawaii.
Oh, I thought it was a fish.
yeah, absolutely. It was delicious. No, Waipahu is it's a city in Hawaii, and whenever there's fights, obviously everyone runs to where the fight goes, right? Yeah. So at this school, at Waipahu Intermediate School, at the time, by the cafeteria, there was this huge tree, and that tree would cover all of one side of the cafeteria. And so whenever it rained or whenever they watered the grass, that would always stay muddy. Always. But it was a transition between asphalt, mud, and back to asphalt again. And so sometimes you couldn't really see it. It was kind of like a optical illusion, if you will.
Yeah.
So we're on one side of this field by the cafeteria, and so a fight happens on the other side, and so I'm, oh shit, like it's a fight, let's all go. Everyone's running to this fight. I'm running, but everyone's going around this thing, and I'm like, no, you go through it because it gets you get there faster.
Yeah.
So my dumbass runs through it, doesn't see the mud. Finally, at the last second, sees the mud, but my momentum's going forward, right? And I'm kind of a heavy-set dude, so here we go. I went for a fucking dolphin dive, landed in this mud, and the baseball slid probably a good 20 feet or so. Do you remember corduroy pants?
Yeah, of course. I used to wear them, especially the thick corduroy. I
was wearing all white corduroy shorts, and head to toe, I was in this brown mud, you know?
That's rough,
so I had to go out the whole day, Anyway, embarrassing story. Last one. Is there anything that we haven't covered yet that you wanted to say before we close out?
Not really. Looking forward to our next shows, meeting some guests. I think that's what we'll close out on, is looking forward to having live interviews with people. Once we get our show a little more established and get a following base. Getting better at editing software, apparently. But yeah, that's about it. I'm definitely looking forward to more stories. This has been real fun. Real therapeutic, getting shit off my chest.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Absolutely.
I want it to be an open format. If you come on the show, I want you to be able to speak your mind, say what you need to say, get it off your chest. Yeah. No regrets, no regrets.
No regrets, no judgment.
Yeah. If you're a meth head, I'm sorry. I still love you, but stop doing meth.
Yeah.
So
don't commit suicide.
Yeah, never commit suicide. We love you, C-Mac. I'm
All right,
good.
C-Mac,
I'm
shout out
good.
to the fish street.
Shout out to C-Mac. We love you. Represent on good.
Holla, on hood.
Bloods don't shoot me. You just think he's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess our next show, tune in next Wednesday. We'll upload every week. We'll have more topics and stories to go over. Live music, maybe eventually.
That's right.
I have some bands lined up that I've been talking to about doing some
Wow.
live music for us. So we'll have that to look
Rad.
forward to. So yeah, without further ado, it's been a great evening. I've had a fun first show. Thank you everyone
did
for
too.
tuning into the D and Chi show.
Y'all have a great night. I appreciate it.
Holla.
Holla.